Welcome back, everybody. We're on part 5, and it's time to talk a little bit about the Ring of Fire match between Bray Wyatt and Kane. And for all the people that thought that this should have been an Inferno match, and we had that discussion before, and um, it was disappointing, I would say, if you were going into this with the expectation that I had, that even though it wasn't an Inferno match, Kane would still be set on fire. And instead, what we saw was actually quite the opposite. We saw fires being put out. And yeah, there's a lot of things that bothered me about this match. It was much better in theory than just having a standard singles match. I'll defend that point.
Yeah.
But the fire was just pointless. And it was really ridiculous how they did this thing where Eric Rowan tries to put out the fire with the fire extinguisher and then is going to jump into the ring, and the reaction that he had when the fire came back up, and he just sort of flailing his arms around like a goddamn idiot. That alone made the match entertaining for me, but it also killed it. And then they put like a tarp or something over it.
Yes.
Those Wyatts are book smart, man. They are book smart.
Gosh.
Tarp over fire. I would never even realize that.
God, I hated every second of this match. I feel like the fire completely just ruined this match, to be honest with you. Like, it just made this. It was so bad. I hated every second of it.
No, you know what I think made this match bad? The fact that the Wyatts are not living up to the hype that they got themselves into.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, no. After even the next night on Raw, that was even bad.
You could hear the top row farting during that match. That's how quiet it was.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Like 2 weeks ago, Bray Wyatt was the talk of the town. Now, people could absolutely not give a shit. I want to get rid of Eric Rowan off my team. This guy's worthless. This guy's an absolute lump of junk.
That's a lump of junk.
No one is as great as the Shield, I suppose, who worked twice in one night.
And that's hashtag Drew White certified.
Oh my God. All these rumors about the Shield is going to get taken down a notch so they could focus more on the Wyatts. Please.
Yeah,
that
really turned the opposite, didn't it? Because we saw at SummerSlam, it was like the Shield didn't exist, and the Wyatt family are in this gimmick match, and it's the start of the pay-per-view. And then by the time Raw comes along, however many hours later they wrote the script, if they actually rewrote the script, it turns into a complete opposite thing. The Shield is on 20 goddamn times, and the Wyatt family ends up just being in the doghouse almost, it seems. And I think part of the reason that they had a bad response was the fact that in this match, they did not look strong at all. It looked like Kane should have beaten the shit out of all three of them. Bray Wyatt should have looked so much stronger on his own, let alone with the three of them. And the three of them together, it seemed like it was with a typical match where you have Big Show against three jobbers or something.
Yeah. And on top of that, it was a weird choice for the opener. Isn't the opener supposed to be kind of like the fast-paced, kind of energetic match that gets the crowd and people watching at home into it?
Yeah.
The fire is going to limit everybody's movement, when you're working any sort of match. You're not going to be able to bounce off the ropes like you do. You got to tell a really simple story, but you're not going to really. It's hard to say because they're not really that good. They're interesting, but they've never been good matches. So I think as an opener, it was not a very good choice. I think anywhere else in the show it might have worked a little better. Like if you replaced it with, I don't even know what they could have replaced it with to open the show. Sandow and Rhodes, maybe.
That was what I was gonna come up saying.
Yeah.
Someone taking a shit.
As a choice for the opener, it wasn't very good, but I don't expect how people thought a match where fire basically blocks people from moving around the ring was going to be this awesome marvel of a match anyway. I wasn't expecting anything good.
Well,
the only thing stupid was the Wyatt family finding a way to interfere anyway. Was the only point of the gimmick was to keep them out of it. I thought it was to make Bray look strong, not have him dependent on the rest of the family. That's the one issue I have with it.
Gonna be that this was gonna happen. So someone said that the Reign of Fire match was gonna be terrible. That person is moi.
Okay, Drew. Jeez.
No, actually, no, that wasn't me. I didn't predict this.
Well, none of them have been good, but they're at least spectacles. I think we can say that. They certainly get a good amount of attention, but they've never been good.
Well, the reason that they went with it first was to set it up. That had to be it.
I guess.
Guess so.
Actually, my favorite part of the whole match, and this is a really stupid thing to be like, I like this better than anything else. How I joked around before that he should use the fire and light the lantern, and then he did. I was just kind of like, yeah, they did it. Like that got more of a pop out of me than the moves in the match where he chokeslams him and then the fire comes up.
And as hokey as it is, I like the fact that they abducted him at the end of the match.
Yeah, that was cool.
As cheesy and like gimmick laid as it is, I actually like that because I see people panning the shit out of them. Like that's actually pretty interesting. Who knows what they did with Kane after they brought him to the back?
Yeah, that should have been something that they followed through with on Raw instead of just having an R-Truth match.
So you think Kane's going to come back with a new mask that's going to be like the same like red and black colors but in the shape of a sheep?
No, I think he's going to be a sex slave. I thought we established this.
Yeah.
That'd be
All in his mouth.
Yeah, it'd be weird, but it'd totally be more interesting and give the Wyatts something else.
So like Bray Wyatt's new rocking chair is just going to be Kane?
Yeah, God, no. I mean, when I think of the Wyatt family, I just think of this demented, who knows, they're fucking, killers, something along those lines. And I think, doing something like that, it might be a little bit not PG. I mean, it doesn't be a sex slave, but, they just need to do something to, completely make Kane a different person and make him, not the Kane that he is now. And I think that'd make their gimmick work a lot better, where they abduct the people and they eventually come back, but they're not the same people. They are completely out of it, and I think that'd be a good way of going with it.
This match sucked.
If we're talking, I hated this match. I don't know.
It sucked balls.
I don't even think it was just that. It was this. Bray looked so fucking weak in this match. He took two fucking choke slams.
It made
only
Ted
Kane
DiBiase look
It
strong.
wasn't going to be anything good.
If only Kane would have just pinned him the first time he chokeslammed him. He didn't need to go for the Undertaker.
The first chokeslam, I thought, oh god, that guy from Reddit was right. Oh jeez, here we go.
He got everything wrong, didn't he?
Yeah, now he's claiming it wasn't him.
Oh,
it was me. Actually.
Come on, shut up. Yeah, I thought that the fire was interesting, but it was a distraction. And there were a lot of times in this match where, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Bray Wyatt, he looked like he was almost purposely putting a limb right in front of the goddamn fire. He had his foot dangling right next to the fire a lot during this match. And either the camera angle's weird and he actually wasn't as close as it seemed, or he was just goddamn lucky for not setting himself on fire.
Maybe he's fueled by the fire, and it's for him, all of his matches are going to be surrounded by fire now. Kind of like when Sin Cara comes out, they have the mood lighting. Bray Wyatt's going to have the Ring of Fire.
Oh, that'd be great.
And it burns.
Oh, hell no. Well, actually, that's already
Chlamydia.
He competed with R-Truth, and then he fire around the ring.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to continue this feud to Hell in a Cell, and then they're going to have a burning cell.
Oh, God.
Every time they try to climb the
You'd all
cell,
wanna
they
see
just
it.
burn their hands.
You all would. Let's not lie now.
We all would what?
You don't want to see a burning cell. Let's not
Oh,
lie.
I love a burning cell, dude. That would be an awesome match. Do it. Book it. And don't put Bray Wyatt in it because he sucks.
There you go. That's what the Ring of Fire match was for everybody who thought it was going to be something amazing or even just kind of exciting. Sorry. We didn't have anything to do with it.
Meh. This wasn't even a 4 out of 10. It was a lot worse than that.
Next part, we're going to talk about Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow, a match that actually did live up to some of its hype.